3, 2, 1.
I gotta turn this light on. Yo, check this out. See that? It's seamless. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do this in Photoshop. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is actually super simple to do in Photoshop. The reason why I like to do it in Photoshop rather than use an app is because in Photoshop you can have full customizability, and the possibilities of what you can create with the transitions is pretty much endless, and you can do whatever you want. So all we need is two numbers, but we need the height and the width of an Instagram post, which is 1350 by 1080. Now we're gonna take the width and we're gonna times that by the amount of slides that we want. So 1080, and let's say we want 6 slides. Then we're gonna times it by 6. So now we're gonna take the width, we're gonna go 6480, and the height is that 1350. And we're gonna make sure our resolution's at 300, and we will hit create. So there's a couple things we need to set up first, so that way when we go to export, this will be ready to go and it'll export each slide individually. We need to go to view, new guide layout, and you're gonna wanna make the number of columns here the number that you chose for when you chose how many slides you want. So that'll be 6. Now what we need to do is with these guides, we need to split up the canvas so that way when we go to export, it'll know what to do with it. So we're going to choose our slice tool. And if you don't see it on the sidebar here, you can hold down here, and you can go and you can find the slice tool, which is right here. Now you can go up here and you can do slices from guides. So now this is ready to go. Now we have our guides and we know exactly where we need to put the transitions at. And so now we can take our photos and do whatever we want with them. So I'm gonna go into my hard drive here and find an old photo shoot that I can use as an example. And I'll just go through this really quickly. Okay, so now I just gotta go through and pick my images. So we're gonna scale this up to fill in that spot there. One thing that I recommend is go to view and make sure snap is selected or has a check mark next to it, because otherwise it'll be hard to get it perfectly on that guide. Now it's snapped to that guide, and now I can just scale it and we'll have no problem with that. And so I've put out this photo across these 5 slides. So you got our beginning and our end. So I'm gonna try to copy what I did on the actual Instagram post, at least with the text, where I put, this is what falling in love looks like. I'm gonna put this over here. We're gonna overlap this photo with this photo. Put it right there. Grab another one. Let's see what this one is. Okay. Falling. Okay. So I recreated the idea that I had before, and I'm kind of mad because I like this one, or this version, this layout better than the first one I did. This is what falling in love looks like. This is the layout I did with the images. I kind of randomly grabbed them randomly, and this took me like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes maybe. Now, what's cool about doing this in Photoshop rather than using one of those apps, like I said earlier, was I have so much customizability. I can drag in whatever I want. I can add whatever I want. So if I wanted to put maybe an air, like a line or something going through here, I can do that. Yeah, well, you get the idea. Once you're done, you're gonna go File, Export, Save for Web. Okay, so now this box is up and you're gonna wanna zoom out. So you're gonna click and hold Shift and then click through 1 through 6. And then once you have all those selected, you are going to go and hit save. All right, and then when you go to that folder on your desktop or wherever you saved it at, it should create a folder inside that folder called Images, and it'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it will have them numbered automatically. And then you can go through, make sure they're all looking good, make sure there's nothing weird, and then you can go ahead and transfer them to your phone or upload them to Instagram and just make sure you select them in order, and then hit upload. And that's how you do seamless transitions on Instagram with Photoshop. Make sure to get those templates down below for easy access, and yeah, later.